people. Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
No, go for it. Go for it.
I was going to say these new writers have not been told how bad they are. That's one of the problems, is that they haven't been put in their place. Like most of us grew up, or a lot of us grew up, getting told that we weren't the best, that we needed to work hard, and better luck next time, kid. None of these people have done that. They've failed upwards their entire career, and they profit off the backs of people who actually worked hard, because they told all you got to do is swap, race swap these people, and you're good to go. It's really it's race or gender swap them, and you're good to go. It's your story. It's very sad.
It annoys me also because they did the same thing with Willow.
Yep.
They tried like they took the focus off of like what really mattered in the original, which was the story, the journey, the fact that even though the theme was very serious oriented, it still had that magical, funny, fairy tale like environment to it that would give you breaks in between the stories so you could actually enjoy it, and the characters were lovable and you wanted them to win at the end despite the crazy challenges that they had ahead. And with the show, it's like, good Lord, you hate everyone. And Warwick Davis, like his character, is just useless. And the excuse that the writers use to not utilize because they couldn't write his character properly is, oh, I can't use my powers because I'm saving them for when like the situation becomes very hard and I need to go all out. And I'm like, what? It
just proves to me that people, like these studios, know that they can't really sell the not the alternate universe. They can't sell the side story. They can't sell the Ramona story, even though Ultimate Mr. B here thinks otherwise. Like a lot of spin-off shows just don't work, and we've seen them fail time and time again, or they get a season or two and then everyone falls off. It's never as good as the original. Studios know that. The bait and switch is on purpose because they know that people are going to tune in. They'll greenlight the next season because they get just enough views, and then they can just profit. They just bleed these things absolutely dry. It's pretty sick. Like I said, the only way to combat it is you can't even hate watch it anymore because it's still ratings.
You have to reject it. Highlighting the problem only goes so far. But take it away, Hypno, with that tweet you've brought up.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, no, it's all right. This tweet here, because I was just, while you guys were talking, I was looking through Twitter just to see the overall reaction, because if you look through Twitter, you'll see kind of both sides of the argument, and it's interesting. The side that's against the bait and switch, they normally give you paragraphs like this, and the side that is for it, they're just like, "Oh my God, Ramona is so stunning and brave," But basically, this comment here kind of sums it up for me, and I think for a lot of people. Well, this person, what's their username? Alternate Mr. Behavior says, if the new Scott Pilgrim show was simply called Ramona Flowers versus the World and advertised as having involvement from Brian Lee O'Malley, people would have accepted it and watched it with no qualms. The bait and switch is absolutely gross, and the fact that the creator signed off on giving the middle finger to his fans is enough for me to not support it or tweet about it even again. It's over, bros. Back to the 2010 game.
That's exactly what
I would say. This is mostly accurate. He says people would have accepted it with no qualms. You are going to have people, particularly from our space, who would have immediately jumped to, oh, it's woke. They're making Ramona the main character. It's woke. Not going to watch it. Like, no, let's not pretend we wouldn't have seen that. But I would
100% would. 100%. Yes.
I think what should have really been said is like, I guess most regular people or normies would have just accepted and watched the show without a problem. Of course, there would be elements like us that would, respond to it immediately. But the fact that they went so far to do this is why they got this reaction at the end of the day. Look, it's like good Lord, I hate having to mention this show every single fucking time, but it's just too relevant. The Robin Hood show, the Canadian Robin Hood show, He was like, oh, we were trying to make a young adult show, yada, yada, yada. And, I don't understand why people are giving it a 1 out of 10 and because it's not that bad. And I'm like, yeah, okay, bro, it's not that bad. But
you mean that irrelevant show that no one gives a damn about anymore.
Exactly. And, every time he mentions that, I'm like, well, in my head, I was thinking like, well, the reason this thing's giving a 1 out of 10 is because you're adding more fucking oil to a fire, and you just turned it into a forest fire.
This comment that's being highlighted, I think, is a great way of dealing with what is termed woke ideology in our entertainment. The response shouldn't be rage. As I said before, highlighting the problem only goes so far.
Right.
Being apathetic to it will ensure that it doesn't get the attention it craves, and then it'll fade away through its own efforts. It's as if the establishment, the entertainment establishment, is using the rage of the creator to fuel their fire. So we need to be apathetic, but at the same time, prominent creators especially always love to highlight the problem because it stirs up a controversy to get the viewership they need to keep on going and to keep on growing.
Oh, but here's the thing though. So like we said earlier, it's all kind of an ecosystem, right?
At me next time, Ryan.
What?
Tag him, Ryan. Tag
Atreus,
him.
who are you? What kind of woman are you texting on your phone? Is she black? Is she white? Is she a woman? Oh yeah.
This comment,
He's asking Atreus so he can live vicariously through you, since he can never get a woman.
Yeah, that is facts.
Fuck you, Wood. Fuck you.
So
Damn.
to kind of go based on what Ryan was saying, the whole apathy thing, right? So the problem with apathy is not as fast of an emotion as rage is, right? So rage, very quick, very, very quick. And that's what they rely on, because that rage first click or that rage first watch or whatever you want to call it, that's what's going to get you your viewership for the first, 2 episodes like they really want. But the problem is, like this comment says, they only rely on rage baiting as advertising, and they think that's going to carry the support of the show. Problem is, when you see this play out so many times, the end result isn't rage, it's apathy, and apathy is what kills brands. I agree, because what happens is over time, apathy starts to grow and the rage starts to subside. So what happens is people really just don't get too mad anymore, or just honestly get to the point where they don't care. Like with me, I remember when I first started, I got super mad at what they were doing to Star Wars, super mad, especially Resident Evil. Oh my God. When they fucking announced the Resident Evil show, I lost my shit. Because I already knew what was going to happen. But then slowly but surely, I started to just not care. And I'm at the point where you guys know I don't even touch like Disney Star Wars at all. And I've been told by some of you, hey, watch this show. It's actually pretty good. I'm like, nah, I just don't care. Like, I really don't care.
It's
and
not
that's
rage anymore. It's a roasting session.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
unless you're Ryan Cannell.
When I was raging at that stuff, I would actually watch it and get mad while watching it. Now I just don't care. And like Atreus said, I'd rather just roast it, have fun, laugh at it, because that kind of just serves both purposes, right? So I don't click it, I don't watch it, but I can still get the benefit of talking about it and have a little roasting session about it. So for me, this show, like, when they do shit like this, I've gotten to the point now where apathy has absolutely set in, and if they're just gonna do it, I'm not even gonna bother. Like I have zero interest to bother.
Well, instead of you watch it and you actually got mad, as opposed to, and this might just be my mid-transition estrogen kicking in, but I watch that shit and I get mad. Like, it doesn't even make me angry anymore. It just makes me sad.
Estrogen time.
Are you feeling more emotional, Leon?
Yeah, I feel like so emotional.
More often?
I turn on Ahsoka and I start
have like no melody for a segment.
I cry.
And actually, just to kind of bring this up too, so kind of going back what Ryan said, what happens is now you have this ecosystem where people who were initially fans of these TV shows and they went to these TV shows looking for entertainment, they have now found entertainment through YouTubers who are talking about those same TV shows. Like, these bad TV shows have created a subgenre of entertainment for people to follow on YouTube, and that's created its own ecosystem. It's weird, but that's what's happened.
Well, I think the solution, I personally think the solution to highlighting the problem is to first of all be the change you want to see and create your own stories.